Alright guys, Richard here, e-bike reviews and adventures. So this is the maiden ride of the Addmotor M-81 cargo style e-bike. I'll show it to you here in a few minutes. Just getting a little familiar with how it operates here. Already identified a couple of things I need to do a little differently. Some things I might change. And that's part of the assembly process. You kind of pick up on a few things like that. But yeah. So far, so good. I think that was Tom yelling at me. Yeah.
Wow, that one is different.
Cargo style. I mean, it's really long right here.
Yeah.
In fact, I want to get a measurement on that basket in the rear, because I want to see if that will connect to something like this.
Like that?
Yeah. Do you have a measuring tape? I don't want to interrupt.
Look.
I don't want to interrupt you.
No. I only have like 3 more to weed whack. I think.
21 and a half.
Oh, wait a minute, maybe.
17.
Oh, but it won't fit. I don't think it'll fit. See the height here.
Oh yeah, I'll do that. So 21 and a half, even if it goes near the rear, it could be right here at the edge of the seat. But how tall is that? That's a good idea. How tall is that?
Nice. I just noticed the seat. It goes underneath the seat a little bit.
So
Like
7
inches?
7 inches.
It is 7 inches.
So that's fine for where I have it. Yeah. So I've got 7 3/4 to this little handle right here.
Still got some room to play underneath it.
So I got room to play there.
So what I was thinking was, you could get the same one.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm thinking. Because this is the biggest one I've been able to
Drill
find
some
so
holes
far.
right here.
Yeah.
Well, I would drill it right here.
Well, hold on. Let's see what.
Oh yeah.
Let's see what that is. So that is about 5 and a half. And this is, ooh, so this is about 4 1/4. That's not going to work.
Ah, that's not going to work either.
Because, yeah, 4 1/4.
This one is, it's about the same size too.
Yeah, it probably is. That side. 4 1/4.
Got another question.
Nope, not going to work.
Okay. Now from here, we put holes here.
Oh,
Let's see where it lands over here. So, all right, give me a tape measure from here. I want to get the right.
oh, you mean like right in the center here, you mean?
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about?
So
it'll be
let's say
about 20 and a half.
Okay.
Let's go there to there.
Take it from here. Oh, wait a minute. 20 and a half is way
Oh,
back.
and it doesn't even have anything in the back.
Fuck.
There are no holes in the back. I'm just going to have to plan on zip tying it.
Yeah.
I just got some zip ties
Oh,
for.
you know what you could do, like I said, drill those 2 holes. Oh, drill these. Ah, okay, just zip tie.
Oh, yeah, hold on. Because it's got another cross member right here. So how far is that one? So we got one.
Yeah.
We got one at about 7 1/4, and one at 13 1/4ish, something like that. 7 1/4, 13 1/4. No,
Still nothing? No.
no. Just gonna have to zip tie it.
Hey, we're trying.
I've got some really heavy duty zip ties I just bought. They're like 125 pound strength each. So they're nice and thick, so I'll just use something like that.
These right here,
Yeah, it looks about like that.
these are strong enough. If you need any, I got plenty.
Yeah, I got a package.
I've got 3 of these bags.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. And when I mean bags,
Oh yeah, you got some serious ones there, don't you?
because when I used to do duct work,
Yeah.
I used to use these for duct work.
Oh well. Well, I'm going to continue to do my maiden ride here. Check it out. This seat is super hard. That's got to change. So this is the one I'm going to take to the West Coast, or the East Coast. Yeah.
That's
Yep.
a long haul. I looked at that trail. That's a long
250 miles roughly.
Huh?
250 miles.
250 miles.
So they sent me, or I don't have it yet, but they're sending me another battery. So I have 2 batteries. So I'm going to put, I've got saddlebags. You've seen on my other bike, I think.
Yeah.
I've got saddlebags. I'm going to get another set of saddlebags, so I have 2. So I have one for clothes and toiletries and stuff. And then I'll probably just strap the battery down right here and call it good. That's about all I need.
If you want the basket, you can use that basket while you're gone.
I appreciate it, but no, I'll just buy one. That way I'll have one. Hey, Ron.
No, there he is.
I just watched your video over at Anna Marie and that stuff.
Oh, were you?
Looked like pretty good.
Oh, that's a good ride. We had so much fun over there.
Yeah, it looked nice.
It was starting to get a little hot.
Yeah.
What the hell is that?
But, oh, it's just a little rubber liner they put on the inside that sometimes you get them in different colors so you can see it because they make the rims that are visible.
I just noticed that. Is that what?
Yeah.
No,
All it is kind of like a giant rubber band. It's really much all it is. It just goes around it, but you can get them in different colors, and they elected to do that with this one.
Pretty cool. I just noticed that.
I'm gonna have to come down sometime and look at them.
I keep saying whenever you come down.
I never see the garage door open. I didn't know you had it air conditioned. He told me yesterday. He told me yesterday.
You guys have fun. I gotta
You-
go over.
Do you have a phone so you got my number?
No, I don't.
I gotta send it to him. I still haven't sent it.
Are you gonna send it to him? He'll send it to me.
Okay.
I don't even know your name.
Richard.
Richard.
And you were Ron,
It's
right?
Ron.
Right.
Yeah. So,
All right.
You ride.
All right. Nice talking to you, Ron.
Like I say, I've drove by a couple of times, but it's like you say, in the afternoon it's so hot. I'd walk down, but I'm too lazy.
But if you had a bike,
Yeah,
you could
then
just
you can cruise on, bud. All right.
see you, Ron. All right, guys. So made a quick stop there. Got interrupted. Not sure if I will include that in the video. I might just cut all that stuff out because I stopped. My buddy Tom was out trimming a lawn, and I wanted to get a measurement from him off of the Zora Master bike because he's got a nice large basket that was on the back of that bike. And I wanted to see if that basket will work with this bike. As it turns out, the bolt patterns don't match up, so that's not going to work out so well. But that's one thing that we'll talk about in the review, but Addmotor does not have a basket designed to work with this bike apparently because they don't sell one. Now I've got one for the front. I haven't put it on yet. I'll be doing that soon. So yeah. All right. One thing I mentioned, a couple things I'm going to make a change to. One is because I'm so tall, I do lean forward a little bit on this bike. And for longer rides, I want to be sitting more upright. So, I mean, I could lower my seat some, but I want to have good leg extension too. And I do with this bike. I like where the seat is at right now. So I'm happy with all of that, but I'm gonna see if I can extend that the handlebars up, I don't know, a couple inches. Have it a little more upright. So I like that. The bike's got some good components on it, good name brand stuff. Doesn't the motor is an Addmotor branded, but so far it's nice and powerful. Not too crazy loud. You can probably pick it up on camera that it's humming back there, but again, my camera magnifies everything, so that's not what you hear when you're riding. Tires are great because they're Kenda tires. I like Kenda Crusades. Controls are all nice and easy to get to. I like that. Yeah, there's a lot to like about this bike. I really like that it has a large basket on the back. So that part is good. It does have a pretty small chainring, I think, in the front. I'm guessing that's like a 46 or something because I'm doing a lot of ghost pedaling at 18 miles an hour here. So I do wish that was a little bigger so you have a little more to catch when you're trying to pedal. I'm just not, for longer rides, I don't want to sit here and be spinning my legs like crazy, right? That wouldn't be ideal. So may look at doing an upgrade on that. I don't know if it'll work. There's a chain guard attached down there too, so I gotta take that into consideration to see if it would fit or not. And so I don't know. We'll see. Nice and powerful though. When that motor engages, boy, it just kind of really jolts you forward a little bit. I mean, not uncontrollably or anything, but just a nice and strong. Giddy up and go there. So one of the things I like about this cargo bike, unlike a lot of cargo bikes, this one does have a front suspension, which I really like, because there's quite a few cargo bikes on the market that have rigid forks, and I never understood that. Why, if you're going to have a cargo bike where you're hauling children, or maybe you're hauling eggs from the grocery store, why wouldn't you want a comfortable ride? You know, a rigid fork just isn't something I'm too interested in. I mean, you know, I grew up with a bike with rigid forks. Most of us probably did, because they weren't real popular back in the day. But you know, I want something that's going to absorb some of the impact when I hit something, and not jostle young kids around. Oh, I don't have young kids, but not to jostle the eggs or something. You know, whatever you're hauling back there. All right. Go ahead and bump this back up here. Yeah, I really like this. It's pretty quiet. Pretty quiet. Not the quietest motor. I think the quietest motor I've had on a bike was the Zora Felix that I just did another video on here over the weekend. So it's just a super quiet motor. And then I've had some motors that kind of scream at you. This one doesn't scream. It doesn't whine real loud, but it does hum, so you can hear it. But it's just not a high-pitched noise like some of them make. So I can just cruise right along and listen to the hum. Yeah. Yeah, I'm already getting tired of my shoulders because I'm leaning over too much. So I need to raise that thing probably maybe in like 3 inches. But that's just me, you know, that's just me, because I'm 6'1", and I do have long arms, but somebody with shorter arms might be leaning over a little bit more than I. All right, so I'm going to wrap this video up for now. So far, well, actually, let me find a spot here to pull over, because I said I was going to give you a closer look at it. So let's do that real quick. Where can we stop? I'm in the baking sun, people. It is another hot day. We're gonna go right over here. Stop right here in this shade. Woo! There we go. All right. Here's another thing too. All right, so let's talk about this bike for real quick. This is not a review video. This is just my maiden ride, but I'll show you what it looks like. So, and I don't have all the specs memorized yet. I don't have all the dimensions memorized, but you can see that it is a slightly longer wheelbase, because they put a longer, longer back end back here. That is 25 inches across there. So that's a nice long rack to be able to haul a lot of things. That's why I said the saddlebags that I use currently, I'll be able to easily put 2 of them on there if I wanted to. And then maybe a large rack or something on the top. But 750 watt motor, 20 amp hour battery, controller is right there on the back side. We've got, what do we have? We have a standard kickstand, and I'm going to go back and look, because I think on the website, some pictures I saw, I'm pretty sure they had the dual kickstand. So, and I kind of like that, because when you do load this thing up, you don't want it leaning over when you have it loaded up with a bunch of stuff, right? So there is a hole down there, so you can add one. So it's not a big deal if it doesn't have one. We might be able to add one. It depends on if the chain is in the way or not. Yeah, metal pedals, hydraulic brakes. I believe I think it's spring oil filled shocks there, if I'm not mistaken. I have to double check that. Of course, the Kinder Crusade tires, which I really like, and I like the brown. I like this color, and I wish we could more easily get to this color for our bikes, because, you know, with the matching grips up here, just kind of gives it a nice little style, a nice little look to it. But I will be changing my seat out, because in traditional fashion, the seat that comes with this is pretty firm. I mean, I like the shape of it and all, but I just want a more comfortable ride, so I'll be swapping that out. And when I do, most likely it'll be black, because I probably won't find something in that brown color. Then I'll have these up here that are all brown. So I don't know. Maybe I'll end up swapping those out too at some point. We'll just have to see. It does have a chain guard, which is nice, all the way back. Altus derailleur. It's got the integrated tail light and blinkers. I haven't monkeyed with those yet, so it does have a blinker. Let's turn one on, see what it looks like. Yeah, real weak, so doesn't do much for you. Maybe in the nighttime you'll be able to see it a little bit better, but certainly not in the daytime. And a small headlight up here in the front, so I wish that was a little brighter, or bigger I should say. I don't know how bright it is because I haven't tried it at night yet. We do have a horn right behind there, so that's interesting. So yeah, but that's it. That's the first look of the Addmotor M-81. So let's get moving and get back to where I need to be. Get you guys back up here. All right. All right, guys. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video and call it a day. So if you have any questions about it, drop it down below. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe. And I'd appreciate it if you got any value out of this video, if you give me a thumbs up. That really helps the channel to grow, because every time there's some type of interaction with my videos, it tells the YouTube algorithm that, hey, people like this video, they're interacting with it, and then they push the video out to more people, and then as more people see my videos, more people join our community. So I appreciate it when you leave comments down below and when you give me the thumbs up. Alright guys, so that's going to be it. So until the next video, you ride safe.